What's going on, everybody? I'm Howard Bender from Fantasy Alarm, and it's time now for your Week 3 Fantasy Baseball Stock Watch. That's right. Player values are rising and falling by the day, and you need to know, do I pick this player up off the waiver wire? Should I buy low on this guy? What about selling high? We give you all the answers over at fantasyalarm.com. So let's get to it right now and play a little 3 up, 3 down. We start with the Stock Watch risers. First and foremost, Esteury Ruiz. He's back. Yeah, that's right. All you people freaking out, losing all those stolen bases. Well, guess what? All it took was a JD Davis injury and a 326, 423, 581 slash line with 3 home runs, 8 ribbies, 6 runs scored, and 7 stolen bases in 11 games for AAA Las Vegas. Ruiz got the call up. He pinch hit on Monday night, hit a home run. Let's get back to business here, huh? He's probably going to be playing left field regularly. They'll move Seth Brown over to the DH spot, and Ruiz is back. I don't know if he's going to start off in the leadoff spot, but eventually he will probably get there. Listen, there were some rumors going on about him wearing a bracelet that said boycott, and any player who did that got benched, demoted, whatever it is. That hasn't been confirmed. It's irrelevant at this point right now. Ruiz is back. And if somebody in your league dropped him, you better grab him right now. Next guy who's rising in value, how about Michael Busch from the Chicago Cubs? Oh, baby. First baseman with third base eligibility. He's homered in 5 straight games. In fact, he's on a 6-game hit streak right now, batting .429 with a double, the 5 home runs, and 7 RBI. Best of all, this is all going on the road right now. So imagine Michael Busch, who was a very highly touted power prospect coming out of the Dodgers organization, got traded for a top pitching prospect with the Cubs, and here he is now hitting. Now think about what's going to happen when we get to the dog days of summer and the wind's blowing out at Wrigley. So Michael Busch, if you can get him on the waiver wire, do it now. And then finally, let's talk Mason Miller, right? Another Oakland Athletic. Are you kidding me here on the rise? Well, he had 3 saves last week. 15 strikeouts in 8 innings of work on the season. And everybody knows that, you're looking for saves. Even closers on bad teams get saves. But I will say this, because this might be a sell high moment for you if you have Mason Miller and you have saves already covered. He's a good number 2 closer. He's not your primary guy for saves. Because listen, Oakland is going to have to pitch him regularly to just keep him fresh, which means they're going to be pitching in a lot of non-save situations. That's never good for a closer. So you don't really want that aspect of it. I mean, he's great. He's a phenomenal talent, 100-mile-an-hour fastball, 88-mile-an-hour slider. Great stuff here. It's just that his value is capped right now when it comes to overall for the season. So if you got him, maybe think about selling high. Players on the decline, well, on the falling side of the stock watch here. Stock down, Hunter Brown. Yo, man. As of recording this right now, he's slated to start against the Atlanta Braves. Ugh. Dude's got a 16.43 ERA right now. He gave up 9 runs on 40 pitches his last time out against the Royals. 9 runs on 40 pitches. Now, they're not going to hang him out to dry if he struggles again. I spoke to Jim Bowden about this on the show. He opined that maybe there's a little bit of an injury here that we're not totally sure about. Maybe Hunter Brown is kind of hiding something. So we're going to get clarity on this. But I'll tell you what, you can't start him right now. He is not trustworthy. So sit back and see what happens next. I'll cut him if you have to. Only if you have to. Tuck him away on the bench. On the decline now, also Jordan Walker. This has been a really disappointing thing. And I'm going to say something about Walker that I said about Victor Scott a couple of weeks ago. You better hit or you're gone. All right, he's batting 189 right now with a 28.3% strikeout rate. And I'm telling you, we saw Jordan Walker get demoted last year after a slow start. He came back up. He was better, but he hasn't hit that potential that we know he's got. This kid has a phenomenal hit tool. He's still young. So my suggestion would be to stash if you could, drop him if you have to, but I think he could be heading down because let's face it, Tommy Edman, he's taking dry swings. Dylan Carlson, he's hitting off a tee. Both those guys could be back in the first week of May. So clock's ticking on you, Jordan Walker. Time to get it done. And then finally, last one on the falling side of things is Nico Hoerner. What? How do you have 0 stolen bases and 2 caught stealings this far into the season, Nico? Fantasy owners were grabbing him early in drafts when they didn't get when they got power first and didn't get speed in the first round. So they bumped up the value there of Nico Hoerner, who has just been an absolute disappointment so far. He's batting .207 with, again, no steals. 43 stolen bases last year, none to date. To me, this is a buy low opportunity if you can. So do yourself a favor. He's got a 372 OBP. Find a guy on your roster who's got maybe 10 to 15 stolen base potential. Trade him with somebody else and go after Nico Hoerner. You'll be happy that you did. I'm telling you, that Cubs lineup is going to be hitting very, very well very, very soon. So there you have it. Go over to fantasyalarm.com and check out the article attached to the Fantasy Baseball Stock Watch, because I go into more detail, more stats, more projections, everything like that for your Fantasy Baseball Stock Watch. But for now, I'm Howard Bender. We'll catch you next time.